Hey everyone, well, spring is starting to show, but before we jump into spring flowers, I wanted to do something fun. This is called Can This Painting Be Fixed? So this is a painting that I had started. You see me doing the preliminary part right here, and it went sideways. I tried to do way too much, too many colors, too many things. I was gonna throw it away, but then I thought, you know what? Maybe I can workshop it. Maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can turn it around and make something redeemable out of it. So I'll let you tell me in the comments if you think that I was able to do that, or if we should just set this painting aside and move on. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy this video today. Okay, so what to do when your painting flops. So this was a painting that I had actually done. We posted it actually a few weeks ago, and this was the first one, and it completely flopped. So you can see now I was about to even toss it. I was so frustrated because I'd recorded it, and I just knew as I was recording this was not working. The big mistake for me is I try to do too many things at the same time. So I was doing splatter art, then I introduced the blue in the windows. I was trying to do this really nice sunset, and you can see where so we have the paint completely feathered almost, like it looks like there's water stains. The colors aren't going together. I should not have used this blue. It was just too much. So can we fix this painting? Can this painting be fixed? Well, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna workshop this painting with you. I'm recording now and seeing if we can fix it, and I will actually leave it up to you, so you can put in the comments if you think I was able to do some could we fix it, or is this one that we are just going to cut up or use or throw away even? And you know what, that happens. It's not the end of the world, but I always like to say, you know what, we can always try to remediate or recover the work that we do. And sometimes when we do able to workshop something, it can be such a satisfying feeling of knowing that we identified the problem and then just use some really creative ways to fix it. So what can I do? First, I'm going to use my micron pen. I am going to do some sketching because that will clean it up overall. And I have to do that now before I start adding paint. Also, I did end up dabbing these windows. These windows are really problematic. With that blue, it is so glaring because I don't have that blue anywhere else in the painting. And that is one of my rules of not to use just one color and then not use it anywhere else, and I broke it. I tried to fix it by adding blue like in this mat down here, but it was too late. It was too late. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add in some details with my micron pen and just kind of look around and thinking, okay, where else can I put the blue where it's not gonna be, it's gonna look a little bit more natural. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm going to put my doorknob and sketch that in. I have my little twiggy wreath here. I'm just going to sketch that in as well. I am putting in there's the bottom of my door, the top of my door. All right, we're even going to make it a little fancier here. Give it a frame here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. It really just looks like everything's blurry in this painting, which isn't good, right? Never good. So I've got to do something about that. And I don't quite know what I'm going to do about my sky. That feathering is really not good. I feel like I need to do a complete overlay on the sky. I could do a blue wash. That could be, I just feel like that would be a disaster. That would fix the blue here, and then doing some blue in the sky though, that would take care of that. The mountains back here are fine, except that they're just kind of dark, right? And I should have really way more darker detail up front. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and sketch out my mailbox here. I'm gonna go, you remember in the other one I had put a bunch of flowers right up against the window. So I'm gonna do that with this one too. We're gonna just do some of the stems even, do some leaves. I will say, trying to do the splatter art, it was just, I think, too much. Let me come back it up a little bit more. And so I somehow need to do something with these flowers down here, and I'm going to just even sketch them in, I think. I don't know what quite to do to remedy this though. We're gonna play, I think we're gonna just try to create some no more splattering, but some detail work with the flowers. And I'm almost just creating lots of like little leaves too, just as a fun distraction, because these splatters are everywhere, as if the flowers are covering the entire grassy area, which was my design. Like I thought that would be really cute, and I've done that before, but it just really didn't work. It really didn't work with this one. All right, so I'm gonna come through here. We're gonna see if maybe I can do some different style flowers, almost maybe like some like wild poppies with bigger blooms. That might work. I had a path going here. I'm just gonna kind of leave that alone. I'm gonna go out here and just do some dots on the hills, as if there might be flowers out there too, but they're too far away for us to see. I need to smooth that out too, the hill back there. Okay, all right. This house, the house just looks like it's fading altogether because of the color. So that's a bit of a problem too, isn't it? So what I need to do is, this is looking a bit better, right? I think it does. I'm gonna put some fancy frames in these windows. Just the sketching can help bring a little bit of distinction to the different parts of the piece. Okay. And I am curious, like I said, let me know in the comments if you think we were able to recover this, or if it's someone that, you know what, just toss this one. And that happens. That is just part of life, right? We hate it because, you know, you don't like the time wasted, but it happens. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop with the micron pen, and let's see if we can do a little bit of fixing this up with some paint. All right, I am gonna try, I have an old Dutch Brothers coffee cup here. Because I need to get that blue somewhere else. This could be an absolute disaster, but I am gonna grab that light blue, get it real wet, and I am just gonna come through in my, oh, I don't know. Goodness, this could be, okay, you know what, maybe not. We're just gonna actually dab that out. I'm not gonna do that. I think that was gonna be a mistake. So we're not gonna do that with the blue. I will with the blue because I can't eliminate it completely, right? I just can't eliminate it from the painting because it was too dark of a blue inside the windows, but I can just lighten things up. I can smooth it out a bit. Did I put, oh no, I haven't put anything on there. So even with this one, I could even do some more design work on this window, even come up here, add some frames. And okay, and I'm just gonna come back in, add in a little bit of blue, not a ton, because you just can't make it go away. It's already there. So we're gonna just add in a little bit more blue right in here and let that sit. I put it over here. Okay, now what I might be able to do is maybe add some blue flowers. That actually might help to bring it all together and not feel like that is so like glaringly painful. So let's come over here, and I am just gonna add in some dots. I'm not doing the splatter. I'm just doing manual flowers. I feel like I'm designing a computer program. All right, so coming over here, we're just gonna put in some, maybe they're like lupines or just some wildflowers. Putting in some nice blue ones over here. A couple against the house. I don't want them too close to the window. Okay, what do we think? Is this kind of coming together? I'm gonna put some out here even. And even with my grass, I'm gonna cover that up in some blue too. Because blue and green go so nicely together, oftentimes I'll play them off each other to create some shadowing, right? And I'm gonna add in, I've got some green, so I'm gonna add in some green over here because I do want it darker up front, right? Because it's just faded right now. The house is like faded flat onto the area. So we wanna create some depth. We wanna need something to pop with this painting. And we just needed to fix some of that watery area and some of the weirdness with the color. All right, I think the blue flowers are actually settling things down a bit. I'm not in love with it, but it looks better. It doesn't look like the hot mess that it was. But again, would love your opinion on that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add in some more pink flowers right against the house and bringing those. I'm just using a real small brush, and I have a pink on here. I've got a bit of a magenta as well. And I'm going to come out here and add in some more, just some more up front detail, right? Coming in right over here. Again, I'm not splattering. I am kind of wanting to connect some of the dots because the splattering looked a bit random. It just didn't quite go with the rest of the painting. So we're going to go a little bit even out here. I can use the tip out here even. I can even spread them out so it really looks like they're kind of scattered. Now over here, I need to grab some more green. So I'm going to clean off my brush. I'm going to come through and add in some more green over here. And then over against the house, I'm going to grab some more green. And I'm going to come over here and just go back just in there, almost creating a sense of a pathway too of grass. So maybe where I see kind of patches of kind of like odd shaped blobs, I'm taking the green to make it look like there's actually a patch of grass over there. Okay, what are we thinking? This, we can darken this up over by, I'm going to grab a bigger brush, go ahead and grab some brown, and everything that's closer to us really should have more detail and be more distinctive in color. So I'm going to go ahead with my path here. I'm going to go ahead and darken that up a bit. Also, I'm going to take a bit of the mauve and just put it right inside there as well. That'll actually give it a bit of a earthy, just a darker color, some variety of colors. We don't want anything flat, right? I'm also going to put that color right in underneath the mailbox on the mailbox stand, and maybe a little bit just on top, just to add some depth of color here. We really need some help on the door. I'm going to put in a little bit of this color too for my twiggy wreath leaf. My twiggy wreath, that's what I meant to say. Now, this brown that was supposed to be the roof completely faded out. So I'm going to pick up that brown again. I'm going to actually go back over. I don't necessarily want it solid, but I do need some depth here. I'm going to, I need to know where there's some shadowing. So that would be like under the chimney. So I'm going to come back over here. And, my tape is kind of, I had to retape this on. And did you see me just do that? I did. All right, let's fix that. There's nothing like causing more problems, right? I'm actually going to take a little bit of brown, put it just a little bit in the mountains, in the hills. They're not even, again, so I feel like the brown is really just kind of sticking out too much. And so I just want to gently get some more warmth in the rest of the painting as well. All right, I'm going to pick up some more brown. Again, going underneath the chimney, underneath the windows where there's going to be some shadowing, right? And watercolor always fades lighter, so I'm going to just, again, more saturated brown right under here. Put a bit into my twiggy wreath. All right, okay, so then I'm even going to just put a tad around the grass and flowers up front. Not that it will look brown, but that it would just kind of fade in and add some depth and add some contrast. All right, what else? I need a little bit more contrast on the roof. I'm just gonna literally dab in some darker of the pink red in areas. I don't know what to do with the sky. I still think that's really problematic. I'm gonna dab in a couple of little flowers against my house. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, and I think I'm really going to put just a little bit right up here under on my house. If you can see, I need some shadowing, right? So I've got a little bit of brown and yellow mixed in. It might be some gamboge. I'm just going to go underneath the windows and just kind of moving this around, pulling that a little bit under. So the roof is going to leak in color a little bit, but that's okay. I just want some shadowing and just moving it around. I'm going to go ahead and dab that a bit because I think that was too much. All right, what am I going to do with that sky? Because that feathering, it's a problem. All right, what am I going to do? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take yellow, a hint of pink in the yellow. I mean, a hint, not a lot. I'm going to get it really, really wet. And I am just gonna see if I can do a wash. In fact, I have this brush, so I've got this brush here. And I'm actually gonna just get it wet, get a little bit of that pink in there, and see if I can just maybe smooth it out. It's not even about adding color, but just trying to get, get it smoothed out, and that may or may not help. And I'm just trying to see the feathering. I can get a little bit of it out. It just looks a little choppy, and the sky's not supposed to look choppy. So now that I have that, this is actually pretty wet paper towel. I'm gonna just go ahead and see if I can just kind of blot it a bit. So we at least get that feathering out, right? Which I really was not happy about at all. Okay, all right, what are we thinking now? Does it look better? Is it a lost cause? Leave a comment, let me know. And always remember, I do think, again, this actually looks a lot better than it did. So again, looking around, the sky is better now. We've got rid of the feathering. We added some depth of color, right? The other thing was we added in blue all around, because blue only on the windows, it was just glaringly painful. We needed to add some blue, and that blue actually softened the painting out. Also, putting the flowers up against the house, and then taking the individual and making manual flowers and helping to ease up some of the the splatter art wasn't working. It wasn't working on this particular one. So creating more flowers, more colors, and adding in more green actually helped to bring the painting together. Also, the micron pen made a big difference. We were able to really take a painting that looked like it was kind of all blurred together and create some distinguishing features. So is it my favorite painting? No. Did I recover it from throwing it away? I think I did. I think I did. But again, let me know what you think. And, I hope this encourages you. If you have a painting that you are just so disgusted with, maybe workshop it a bit. Try to do some fixes and see if you can creatively recover the beauty underneath. All right. I'll see you guys soon.